Well, hi, and thanks for joining me in my shop here. So what we have in front of us is a box somebody gave to me years and years and years ago. I'm pretty sure at a yard sale. They handed it to me, and what I have in my head as a memory is they said it was an oscilloscope tube. So I've had in my head this picture that this inside this box is a cathode ray tube for an oscilloscope. But I really don't know for sure what's in it. I've had this for years. Can you read what it says there? University of Waterloo Purchasing Department, Waterloo, Ontario. Okay, Waterloo is University of Waterloo is a very significant university here in Ontario. It's the university, I hope I don't get this wrong, it's a university that's produced an awful lot of computer people. It's been a lead computer technology university here in Canada. So, Waterloo is a city not too far from here. 150 kilometers, 100 kilometers, something like that. So the box is really light. There's no other markings on it except Fragi at the top. So let's open it up. Oh, there's something more here. Olympia C something or other. I don't know. Okay, let's see what's in it. It's kind of exciting for me. I've had this for years. Like I said, years and years. It's always been kind of stored away where I can forget about it for years and years. Now, if this is an oscilloscope CRT, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it. But it might present some interesting opportunities to mess around with it a little bit. Most CRTs would be looking for pretty high voltages to operate properly. But this one is for an oscilloscope, and then it's got some built-in deflection plates. Dumont, oh yeah, it is. Dumont is the name of an oscilloscope. The 5LP1A video tube. Video tube. Video tube. Yeah, that's what it looks like. This. A little bigger than I remember too. Hey, let's check this out here for a second. How long has this been in this box? Leafs pepper 50 shots at hot Habs goalie, but come away frustrated. On the sun. February 4th, 1996. Not nearly as old as I was expecting. 1996. This one in the box. Looks brand new. Let's see. It's got dirt all over it. Wow, I'm going to not set it up like that. I don't think this is brand new. I've been carting around this whole tube and it's no good. Wow, this is just a little bit precarious here. Wow. What am I going to do with this? Is there some way that it's absolutely brand new but still has this dirt all over it? How could that have happened inside this box? It's sealed in the box. That's obviously the high voltage electrode there to charge up the screen. It's very, very clean back here. This looks new. Oh, something written on it. Something about a patent here. Patent notice. See, patent notice. Dumont, made in USA. There's a number 5LP1A. Another number F39953. That's my cat scraping away down there. Well, why don't we find out a little 517. Why don't we find out a little more about this tube itself before we do something with it? I don't even know what I would do with it. What do you do with something like this? Sell it. Okay, I'll put that there. Oh, don't bang it. Okay, let's check it out and see what we can find out about this particular tube. Okay, so a little bit of research has shown me that these tubes aren't terribly scarce. Maybe this particular one. There's lots of CRT tubes for sale on eBay. This guy, I could buy another one of these for 40 bucks. So there's really no value here either. Probably because there's no demand. I mean, who wants one of these? So what we're going to do next, we're going to take a really close look at the insides there. Hello, Peanut. Come on in. Come on in. Push your way through. Come on. Yeah. I'm going to pick you up. Hello. Hello there, buddy. Come on up. You can check this thing out too. Okay. Now, Peanut, he doesn't like he's not a bench cat. What he wants is not up on the bench here, and he knows it. So, okay, so we're going to take a close look at the works inside the neck of the tube there. Okay, so let me just rotate this a little bit. So what are we looking at there? We're looking at the gun. The gun that fires the electrons. Let's see if we can get, I'm going to get my camera maximum close-up focus here so we can get in as close as we can. So first, hey, a lot of leads inside one of these. Let's start with around this side. You had your chance, Peanut. So there's the getter ring, and then the getter material is not up. You can see right through it. It's so thin on the glass. So, but it, wow, maybe it's spent. Maybe this is full of air. Okay, so I'm not paying attention to the getter too much. So what do we see? We see a central area. No doubt that's where the electrons are shot, and then we see some white I'm sure this is an insulative support here, this white material, off of which looks like wires and other things are supported. You can see how they spot welded it together, probably done by hand. If you look right inside there, you can see the opening. You'd have to guess that that's where the electrons are flowing through that hole, and anything outside the hole will be masked away. It'll be absorbed. But what now? So this long electrode disappears out of sight up there. Look, there's even more. These are all intended to shape and focus that beam. Oh my gosh, Peanut, really? Listen to the guy. I have to go pet my cat. Poor thing. I think he's telling me, sun's out, I should go outside. Sun's out, you should let me out. Okay, I have to go pet my cat. Okay, my cat's all happy now. Or he's gone up to bother my wife. Maybe that's what he did. So we were looking at these sleeves here, probably stainless steel sleeves, through which you can bet the electron beam is flowing through that little hole there. And you see how this one here is supported on the insulators but connected to that wire, let's call it, which comes down and is barely welded onto the lead coming up from below. Just barely. I thought I was a bad soldering guy. Wow. No wonder these tubes fail at times. So we're looking down now at the heater area. You can see the two heater leads going in. And you can see where they're welded on. There's another wire kind of sloppily welded on there. You know, it's not as engineered as you might think. Let's come around this way. And you can clearly see the two heater lines going up. And there's another line. And there's quite a bit going up in there. So I'm thinking the cathode must be up in there also, right up against the heater. So there must be a line going up to the cathode. One of these anyway. All tucked away inside this. Well, this appears to have gotten pretty warm on the top here, and it looks like it's darkened. There's a chance that if this has never actually been in a instrument doing its job, that in fact it's been in a test jig for some period of time. You can see some interesting scratches, I don't know what to call it, on the outside of that can. Just showing some of the handling. Okay, so the beam is produced in here. Let's look down here. There's another hole. Yeah, so it comes out of that hole. You can imagine it spraying out like a light. If you just picture a light inside this can here, you can imagine the light kind of shining out in a kind of a broad fanning out, and then striking here where a new circle would be created, let's say, and it would continue fanning out a bit. There's probably another, and we're not going to be able to see it here, I don't think. Yeah, we can't see through this. Well, kind of can, can't you? Sort of, but not really. Can't see through that material there. So we can't really see for sure what's going on. But I think this is a succession of cans with holes in them, producing an ever more laser-like beam. Certainly not a laser. That's it. That's not too much more to see. I could heat this thing up. What could I possibly do that would be interesting? I could heat it up. I can throw voltages on these cans. Ultimately, I don't think I'm going to get anywhere. Now, where are those plates? The deflection plates. So there's a clear area here, and you can see right through the bulb. There's just nothing in here, just the vacuum, supposedly. So those deflection plates must be down under this area here. I can't really see them. I'm trying to look back, but there's just too much reflection from my glass, so we can't see them. But I'm pretty sure there were deflection plates would be located in here, and of course then there would be leads coming all the way from up there. Let's see if we can spot some wires that appear to be not connected to anything. Wow, okay, so there's that one there. Yeah, see, it comes all the way down to here. So my guess is this just continues all the way up. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what evil lurks up there? Yeah, this one is connected to these tubes. This one's got its own lead. Pretty busy in there. That's kind of interesting right there. If you just take a look at the wires down here. They're coming in right from the base of the tube. The bottom of the red area there appears to be coming out of glass. See, I think this is just completely solid glass. So up near the top edge, you can see something chemically has happened in there. You can see gas bubbles formed in the glass, what would look to me like gas bubbles. And so I'm going to take a guess that what we're looking at is the technique where the glass is almost fused right into the metal. And this is the technique they use to make it absolutely airtight. That's my guess. I don't really know for sure what I'm seeing, of course. I don't know. I know something was done to the pins to cause a chemical reaction. Look at that. There's tubes in there. So I'm looking, if you look right in the center of the screen, you see the top of what looks like a glass tube around the lead there. So I wonder if that's further insulation. You see all the leads are pretty close together down in this. They have to get collected together because ultimately they come out these pins. And anywhere along inside here, I guess they could get close enough together. You're going to stick 1,000 volts on the deflector plates, or maybe not. I don't really know what voltage you put on those deflector plates. Probably not 1,000, but there could be thousands on here, on these tubes. You can't let these wires get so close, so maybe that's a little extra insulation that it's quite a complicated little thing down there. Let me turn it right over. I think this is about all the fun we're going to get out of this, is looking at it like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this would have been hand built. Probably somebody, you know, building each one of these parts by the hundreds, and then finally reaching somebody who, I don't know, wow, it's complicated. I've seen videos, there are videos on YouTube showing how vacuum tubes are made, and that's quite interesting. Well, I don't know if we're going to see anything more interesting here. There's a fair bit that goes into building one of these guys. Okay, that's the only other place to look in here. It's going to be right at the actual screen itself, the front of it. So let's check that out. So we're looking at the front of it here, just in case I've confused you. And we're looking through the glass, basically, at the coating that's been put inside, the phosphorescent coating. Fluorescent coating? Maybe it's not phosphorescent, it's fluorescent, I believe. So that's a reflection you're seeing. You're not looking through it. It's not extremely consistent looking. Is that dirt on the outside here? Yeah, there's a lot of dirt on this. Okay, well, we're going to take care of a little area of dirt. Yeah, how'd this thing get so dirty? Okay, now we're looking through a non-dirty area. So I'm pretty sure what we're looking at is the phosphorus on the inside. Well, it's not. Well, you know, this is where I didn't clean it. Maybe I just left some dirt behind. So black spots are probably dirt. Well, you know, I don't feel a thing there. Nice shot of my ugly finger. You know, I don't feel a thing there. So I think we are looking through. Oh, don't push so hard on it, Jim. Putting half my weight on this tube here. It's going to break right in my hand. So I think what this tells you is when they spray the material onto the inside, it's not terribly consistent. I'm just looking to see if I have another CRT tube that's exposed right on the front like this. What about that Dumont? Well, the Dumont oscilloscope has a similar size, but it has plastic right in front, of course. Get around the edge here, it's not nearly as well sprayed. It's really pretty rough. I beat this guy to death. Well, I think that's it. I just don't think I can do much else. Here's the big high voltage terminal here. I don't know what else you can do with these things. Let me put it back in its box before that decision is made for me. Okay, so the good news is there's something at the post office here in Aurelia waiting for me to pick it up, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the part I need to finish off the tube tester I was working on. And find out after lunch what is down there. Could be something else though. Okay, well, I don't know how interesting this really was. Settles all of my curiosity about what was in the box. I think I'm going to pack it up, put it back in the box, put some tape on it. Someday somebody else will have that box and wonder what's in it. So thanks for watching, and maybe the next thing up here will be my precise tube tester once again. See ya.